Hey there everybody, MST3K Forever here, and I'd just like to take a minute, if I may, and sort of respond to some of the controversy, backlash, and sort of general hoo-ha-hoo concerning a lot of this. Well, it focuses a lot on the Mass Effect 3 ending response that fans have had, as well as the response fans have had to the new change from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Teenage Alien Turtles. Kind of odd there. But I recently found an article on DeviantArt, which I think is kind of odd, number one, that DeviantArt has articles. Cool, but odd. But it was dealing with exactly that topic. It was dealing with the future of storytelling. Should fans have as much influence as they seem to think that they have over the mythos, over the story arcs and all that concerning their video games, TV shows, movies, what have you. I thought it was kind of an interesting article because it did bring up a lot of interesting points that have been coming up. And I just like to take a minute here and try to give my personal views on this situation. First of all, I think that Mass Effect 3, I've never played the Mass Effect games, but from what I can understand of the controversy surrounding the endings and all that, apparently everyone was pissed off because there were at least 4 different endings that I heard, and apparently 4 different things happened to Earth, but only one thing happens to Shepard, and everyone was pretty pissed off about that. Now, I think that fans have a right to feel pissed off if every ending that they get in Mass Effect they are unhappy with, because the entire point of that game, the series, the entire point of the series is that the players can affect everything. Everything. Even the slightest sneeze will change something later on during the story. And I think that if there's something, especially as vital as the ending, that is so stuck in concrete that you can do nothing to change that, I think that in and of itself is grounds to have fans be pissed off about that, because the entire thing has been total immersion, total consequences for everything that you do, and there's one thing that you cannot change no matter what you do. I think you have a perfect right to be pissed off about that for Mass Effect, because that is what it's supposed to do. It's a Mass Effect. Everything affects everything. So if there's something that's stuck like that you can't change, yeah, that's grounds to be concerned. And I think that I heard that they're releasing the free DLC, a new ending that fits what fans want, and I think that they're justified in doing that, because if there was, you know what I'm saying here? It's Mass Effect. Everything affects everything else, and if there's something that you cannot change in Mass Effect, of all things, that's wrong. Now, the other thing that was brought up was the Teenage Alien Ninja Turtles changeover from Michael Bay. First of all, who the hell let Michael Bay get a hold of the license for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Transformers wasn't enough? I mean, I sort of have to side with the nostalgia critic's point of view on this one. We shouldn't be complaining now about this. You know, we should have put a stop to this before it started. We really should have been paying attention here. But that said, it has started. And the question now arises, is it alright to make such humongous changes in the mythos? Yes. Now, hear me out on this one before you freak out. I don't like the idea of Teenage Alien Turtles either. But it is perfectly alright to change things within the mythos. Essentially what's going on is he's taking fan fiction and putting it on the screen. That is exactly what is happening here. We are getting fan fiction put on the screen. Alternate universe. What if the turtles were aliens? Similar characters, different backstory. It's an AU fanfic. That's exactly what it is. Can we be pissed off about this? Nothing you can do. Are we going to go see it? Yes. But there you go. It's an alternate universe fanfic, and to be honest, a lot of the ideas have been redone. It'd be nice if we saw ideas that have been done be done better. Like, I would like to have seen maybe the Technodrome or Baxter Stockman brought in and just have them sort of go along with the old 90s show. You know, sort of bring stuff back from that, which is kind of what we wanted from the original movies. But I really don't think that we have as much right to complain, because there is fan fiction out there. And if you don't like it, go read an AU, or go read an alternate take. Fans do this, and that's what I love about the internet, is that everyone has their opinion, everyone can get it out there. A lot of us wish that they sort of kept some of those opinions to themselves. A lot of those opinions to themselves, but still, there is so much out there. And that's all that's happening, is we're starting to get fan fiction to move onto the big screen. And that's happening everywhere. It really is, because we've kind of tapped out a lot of the originality of a lot of premises, and we're sort of going back and revamping a lot of stuff, adding the new twists. You know, what can we do that hasn't quite been done before? What can we do that sort of like pushes two things that are similar together in this new surprising way? That's what the entertainment industry has become. It's not something new, it's a new twist. Now, again, this is just my personal observations and my personal opinions. I could be completely wrong about all this. I don't think I am. But I could be. I have been wrong before. Occasionally. Rarely. Possibly. But going back to the original point here is, how much influence should fans have over the product? This is how I think it should be. I don't think that fans should have any real influence beyond what I guess is standard influence. You know, the customer is always right. I don't think they should have any excessive influence over the product while it's being made. Now, once it's done and out there, if fans still would like alternate endings or like to see alternate takes on certain things, I think it's perfectly fine for those fans to get that, because if, in all honesty, if the company isn't going to supply that, the fans will do it on their own. I know, I've seen them do it. Fan fiction, fan art, fan comics, fan movies. They'll do it for free and just throw it out there into the community and see who likes it. I know, I'm one of them. Now, admittedly, a lot of this content that's thrown out there for free is bad, borderline atrocious, but some of it is genuinely good and sort of fills that niche that fans were looking for. So I see no problem with companies going out and appealing to the fans with these alternate takes, alternate endings, alternate realities, what have you. Because it's going to get out there anyway. It's just, is someone going to make money off of this? The company deserves to get some of the money if it's their product, they should deserve to get the credit. You know, if they didn't come up with it, no, it goes to the fan. Fan doesn't get money for it because the fan doesn't own the characters or anything, but the fan threw it out there. I don't know. It's just my personal take. I think it's going to happen. I am dead certain that Teenage Alien Ninja Turtles has been a fanfic that has been out there in some ungodly corner of the internet for ages, and Michael Bay just sort of thought that he was coming up with something new. He wasn't. And like I said, in regards to Mass Effect 3, there really should have been more than 4 endings for that. The entire premise and selling point of the game is everything reacts and changes everything. So I really don't see as... I don't know. I think it really needed more than 4 endings for that game in particular. Now, if you were going to talk about something else, like people didn't like the ending to, say, Skyward Sword, and they wanted an alternate ending to that one, go write a fanfic. Go do that. Don't let them move on to other projects. But for Mass Effect 3 in particular, it's an exception to the rule and should not be used for this argument. I really don't feel that should. Yeah, I think that's just sort of my take on this whole situation. I felt it needed to be put out there, so make of this what you will. Post comment, let me know what you think. Post comment telling me I'm an idiot. Probably am. But that's just my opinion.